We're beer number 5. The beer actually is being poured at the moment. Some of it gets that you have a little pit stop, so sorry for that. So for those of you who had the beer, Ben, you're the first one to actually smell and taste it. What do you think? I think it's about time you're the first one to give an opinion. Thank you. Thank you for the nice.
Well, I said I'd try it before I gave an opinion.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm really getting at the moment is a nice kind of caramel nose. I've been led to believe that we're going up in IBU from the start to the end. It's hard for me to believe that this is a higher bitterness level than the last two, anyway.
Okay, Sarah?
Definitely lots of banana. It seems like a wheat beer, maybe, or a saison. Yeah, I don't think it's higher alcohol. That's not what I get initially, anyway, after 2 sips. But lots of banana is what I'm getting.
Okay, Kieran? It's almost in front of you.
I can find the mic there. Yeah. I'm not getting a lot. It just smells of beer to me. Light in body, not very strong in alcohol. Kind of lagery. But then Sarah's is influencing me now, so could it be a Cristal? I don't know. I think it's pale. It's not very hoppy, I'd say. Strength somewhere a little over 5%. Je suis Tom Doherty.
Killian?
I second Sarah there. It's very banana. For me, it's probably actually a wheat beer. It's really kind of creamy mouthfeel, kind of pillowy, nice soft full wheat. It's sweet. It's even slightly tart. It's definitely going down the road for either a wheat beer like a Bavarian wheat beer, not Belgian, or could even be something like Belgium, not a Belgian wheat beer. It's kind of leaning towards Saison or Lambic Gueuze or Faro even, just because it's probably a little bit sweeter.
What kind of nose you getting from the beer?
It's banana. It's sweet. It's slightly estery, very fruity. I think. I know Kieran doesn't find much in it. I think it's actually kind of quite expressive. I think it's quite pronounced. Nice and sweet. It could nearly even be flavoured. I'm not quite sure, but I have to spend more time with it.
Okay, Ben?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, like Sarah and Killian have both mentioned Saison. I do get that kind of savoury, almost slightly salty, and it's quite a light mouthfeel. It's kind of. I'm not a massive fan of Saison, but it's only got hints of Saison as opposed to the full style. I get the banana there. I'm trying to be clever because despite not drinking for a month, I have seen there's a Irish craft brewery doing a hop Saison, but I don't get any hops off this. Hopped white beer. But no, it's quite a hard one. I'd be more along with Kieran that I just don't get much on the nose. I get a small bit of kind of caramelly banana, but I don't find it expressive. I find the palate quite watery. It doesn't have much finish. I don't get much hop off it. I don't get much alcohol. It's very hard beer style-wise to place.
Okay, Sarah?
After a few sips, actually, I almost get like a peach flavour. It is... it's hard to place. Is it a wheat beer or Saison? I'm not sure. But I'd say it's definitely one of those. It's not anything else. Still lots of banana. As you said, some kind of caramel and a little bit of peach, maybe. But yeah, that's what I'm getting from it.
Okay, so we seem to have quite a difference in opinion of style.
I come in as-
what are we drinking here?
As I taste it more, my initial taste for it, I think it's kind of lagery, but no, I'm now going more with the lads as
Suggestion.
more wit.
Peer pressure.
And it's also starting to taste stronger. It's getting more warming alcohol, so I'm now thinking it's over 5% than under 5%.
Okay, Killian?
I don't think it's a wit beer for me. I think I'd expect more. Now, okay, it's probably a bit typical of me to say, but like I'd expect more coriander and lemon peel is what you usually add to a Belgian wit beer. And even if it's not that, it's still kind of a slightly spicy style and slightly peppery. I don't get that. There's definitely wheat involved though. Either it's like a Bavarian style wheat beer, or it's like a farmhouse, like really wheaty ale. It's, if I was to take an educated guess, I definitely wouldn't say it was a furrow, because I don't think any brewer in Ireland is doing a furrow.
It's not sweet enough to be a...
No, it's probably not. But I think it has sweetness. It's very banana-y, and banana to me always spells, wheat beer, Hefeweizen, Bavarian wheat beer.
Okay. Ben?
The closest thing I've had to it, I'm just going to throw it out there, is the brown paper bags goes.
No.
Now, I may have been cheating slightly. I saw that you had a bigger bottle, so I know it's not that. So I'm going to go that the producers has a 2-word name and it starts with white.
Bag.
Or gypsy.
Okay.
I just don't think it's quite sweet enough to be a full-on Weiss beer or wit beer. But I would lean more towards Belgian, but as Killian was saying, it doesn't really have the kind of orange peel or coriander kind of notes that you expect.
Every beer tonight so far has been Irish. So.
Well, style.
Sarah, go.
I think that's, there is a lot of banana, but I don't think it's worth dwelling on whether it should be coriander, because that style beer could be either way. It's all down to the yeast esters. So
what kind of style do you think it is?
see, I don't really get the tang, say, of a saison or lambic, so I would just say wheat. I think it's a wheat beer.
You think it's a wheat beer?
I think that's a safe
Okay.
assumption.
It's slightly tart.
Slightly tart.
Yeah, lemony.
Okay.
Some reason I can't. How do you say? For some reason, I White Hag comes into it to my mind.
Copycat.
But no, all you said it was fine. But I couldn't even say, because I'm not familiar enough with their beers. But yeah, that'd be.
You want to add anything else, Killian? Before we take the platform?
I don't think. I mean, it's. I don't know of any Irish brewer who's brewing an out and out Hefeweizen. Although, as I say, actually, maybe Fanuel do Fleur Weiss, but I don't think it's Fleur Weiss.
I don't think so.
It's sweet enough, but I still get, like, from the start, I still get like a slight tartness. It's not quite sour. It's just nice tart finish, like lemon tart, because it's quite lemony, and that banana is still there. It's nice and wheaty in body and texture. But while being light enough to drink, probably plenty of. So it's a wheat beer. I'm going to stick to a Bavarian style wheat beer, or it could be like a Belgian, just general Belgian ale, maybe.
But it seems like you want to say something.
I find it very hard to describe, and initially I didn't really like it, but I finished it. And I actually kind of, it grew on me.
You want some more?
You'll never know what
Go on.
it's like.
Sorry?
It's a very unusual style.
Yeah.
It's got, as everybody keeps saying, it's got the kind of vit thing going, but it doesn't taste like a classic one. It doesn't quite have the full-on sweetness that you get in the aftertaste. I find it quite savoury on the finish.
More importantly, would you have another one?
Yeah.
What about you, Sarah?
Yeah, I have to disagree with you. I think it is pretty classic, and as someone who's drinking gallons of Friar Weiss over the years, I think it's very close to Friar Weiss. It's lots of banana. if we're putting cheating aside and knowing what the bottle size is, I would say it's a Friar Weiss. But if it is a large bottle, like you say, it could be a white gypsy. So
Okay.
It's a medium bottle.
You guys can take the blind off.
That's like advice.
White fulcrum, like I said.
The wheat fulcrum.
You got us again.
Yes.
And what exactly is
so
it?
what is it described?
It's a beer from actually Northern Ireland. This is the only one so far we get from the north.
said that.
You did not.
I did quietly.
I'm gonna have to listen to this again. Anybody heard that?
I've heard of them, yeah.
Okay. It's
I've seen them for sale in juries. It's one of these bizarre things where you go to a hotel bar. Oh, there's some Irish craft beer I've never heard of before.
It's the brewery is called Clearsky from Northern Ireland, and so this is the fulcrum. They seem to have just at the moment 1 or 2 beer. I haven't seen many on the website. I was very interested by what you have to say because you went as far as saying there was a sour.
Yeah, like I don't think it was like as sour as a lambic or gueux. I said gueux. I think Faro was close to what I meant. It was sweet, but it had a nice tart finish. I think definitely I was closer towards the Bavarian style wheat beer.
Mm-hmm.
I never had a Fulcrum before, so like I couldn't possibly have guessed.
I had never even heard of it before the show.
I heard of it alright, but I never had it. It's quite nice actually. I'm quite impressed. It's very drinkable wheat beer. Nice and refreshing.
What do they describe their style as?
As a wheat, just wheat beer. It's too small for me to read right now. So, it's really too small for me to read.
So we're all right. White beer. Yeah.
Yes.
It was definitely beer.
Yeah. No, the beer. That's no problem with that.
It was definitely
5%. I don't know the IBU, but actually very pleasant.
It is.
Wheat
Yeah.
is not a style that is very current in Ireland at the moment.
I guess not. I mean, I think even in Germany, like, you know, the Bavarian wheat beer was like an older style that went out of fashion, and then they brought it back into fashion, and now obviously it's quite popular with like Erdinger and Pellner and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Same with like Belgian wheat beer, like it was the Hoegaarden who brought that back into style.
Yeah.
So it's a very old style of beer. I think we haven't got a lot of commercial wheat beers, but again, Friar Weiss would be one of the staples that we would have for Bavarian wheat beer. It's quite a good one actually as well.
I think one of the reason actually you went on the start is because of the war. They needed the wheat
right?
to brew to bake the bread.
Yeah, I suppose.
So very much the same reason why Ireland, the main beer of Ireland is the stout, because the barley they needed the wheat to make the bread, and so that they can only use roast barley to make the. I read something about this a while ago. I don't remember the exact detail, but anyway, yeah, this is a style that the banana flavor, I would say Belgium yeast, and
Our Bavarian.
I thought it was much more Bavarian.
Bavarian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really Bavarian.
I wouldn't argue with the Belgian.
It's not overly banana. Like I tend to with Weiss beers and I tend to lean more towards the clovey, spicy end of the yeast rather than the overtly banana bubblegum one.
Yeah.
And to me, that kind of
I'd expect more sweetness from Bavarian wheat beer. I think this is probably
But nice
sweeter.
and spicy. And it's good.
I like it. Yeah.
okay. We're gonna go on a musical break, and we'll be back shortly with the last beer.
Once it all